What is going on, YouTube? Reidboyy on Twitch, the undeniable king of console, here back with another video. And as being one of the hands down undeniable smartest people to ever grace the game of Warzone, we have decided to start a brand new educational series on my channel here, where I'm essentially just taking my own gameplays and breaking them down for you guys, so you guys can explain, or you guys can understand what's all going on inside here. I can explain everything that I'm thinking about and realizing in the moment, because when you just watch the gameplay back, you might see something and think it's okay, pretty cool, pretty smart, pretty crazy, but there's just a lot of different moving gears going on all at the same time, breaking down some of these gameplays, making some of the plays possible. So I've got some of the most unwinnable games that I've played that I've managed to walk out in the victory helicopter as the winner. We've got a couple of those that I want to break down for you guys and explain to you guys how I do things, why I do things the way I do, what's going on, why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking. So if you guys do like this, please let me know. Either like the video, comment. If you're new, feel free to subscribe. We've got plenty more to do. I just want to know how this kind of content goes. Normally I just drop high kill gameplays and clips and have a class setup, and that's it. I want to kind of stray away from that into better content, become a better YouTuber. So hopefully you guys like this. Let me know how that goes. Either way, let's get right on into this gameplay here. Most of these are going to be Rebirth. I think I have some Fortune's Keep games too. I don't really have too much BR, so most of this is going to be Rebirth / Resurgence, but endgame situations where respawn is disabled, so it's basically a BR. We're starting this gameplay. The whole start and everything leading up to this isn't really too significant. We are in a 1v2 1v1 situation right here. This is probably solo quads, solo trio, something along those lines. I don't really do duos or solos. So again, let's just start with this right here. This is just how I'm gonna break it down. Let's see. One real quick thing. I want to point out right there is one thing a lot of people don't realize, just how overpowered and gross it is. This isn't even like the important part of the whole video. This is just a little basic intro piece. One thing people don't realize is the power of snaking. For anybody who doesn't know what that is, if you go prone and sprint out of prone on a head glitch, that is so much better than just standing there and staring at a head glitch. When, you know, somebody's just standing there, they're on a head glitch and all you can see is their upper body, but you can see their head. It's still hard to kill them, but if you have really good aim and you don't miss, you're just getting all headshots, so you're going to drop them really fast. So one thing that you'll see a lot of really good players do is, it's called snaking, throwing a snake. And again, it's just going prone and standing up. In recent CODs, they've made it so that way you can't just do it over and over again and spam it. You kind of have to do it like once or twice and then wait a second and then you can do it again. But that's one thing that I do right here on this stairs. This is a stair head glitch. Is instead of just standing there and shooting at the guy that I know he sees me, I know he's staring right at me, so rather than doing that, I go prone and sprint back up real fast, so that way I appear on his screen. I'm already shooting him before he can even see me. So just a little real quick thing that we do right there, and we do it again right here. Bang. Little, you see the hand drop. You see like the hand drop. That's how you know you do it right. Your hand drops and you pop back up and you're instantly shooting. That's what you do. So that's just a little basic piece. But then right here, what we're doing is we've put the deployable cover with where we're at in the map, where we're at, looking at this circle. The highest ground that's going to be in the circle, the best place to be is somewhere in this general area. And as you can see, I'm fighting people for control of this. We just saw the guy with the sniper. We did just see him up top there. So what the game plan was, we are now in either a 1v2v2 or a 1v3v1. The game plan there was, this is a very long, empty line of sight with no real head glitch. So if for some reason, you know, there's two guys over here, they break me, and I need to run down these stairs, I don't want to get shot while in the wide open. If I have to hide from these guys, I don't want to get shot in the wide open from this guy. As you can see, it ends up completely saving my life, because if I didn't have this here, he's throwing a second shot, I'm down, and then game's over. So we need to just get out of there ASAP, get into the water, just get away from the situation, stay alive. Now, we didn't get shot right away. We didn't get shot the second we peeked over. You know, there was a guy feet away from me. So that lets me think that he didn't chase to try and shoot me. He didn't like follow me down. He didn't stand up top. I'm not getting high alerted, so I'm not getting looked at. And then we also know, just based on the map knowledge, because we play this map way too much, we know that there's no way he can stand up on this ledge without that sniper shooting at him. Assuming that they're, you know, not the same team. We know that there's no way he can stand up on that ledge without the sniper shooting at him, so he shouldn't just try and hop up there and peek down at me. So what we're doing here, we've got a full gas mask. We're going to try not to waste it unnecessarily. We're going to try not to just go into the gas for no reason. We're going to try and hold on here, see what the circle says. See what the circle says we can do. Now, this is probably worst case scenario. Obviously, the circle's not going to pull out of the zone, so it could have gone towards Bio, it could have gone this way, or it could have gone back towards Zcon. It's kind of worst case scenario right here, because you either have to swim all the way around over here to get out, or you have to climb the death ladder. There's no way you do that and live. Or you have to run all the way around where somebody along that entire wall can just hop down and peek over and shoot you in the back, no problem. There's nothing you can do about it. So we're going to try and go up here. Unfortunately, this is, again, somebody who plays this map way too much. I don't actually know too much about this part of the map. This is probably the least part of the entire map that I've ever been on. So I didn't really know that there's no ladder to get up here. I didn't know that you can't just climb right on up. So we're going to hop in here. We're going to try and stop burning the gas mask. We're going to let that break down. It's a 1v3 now. We are in a 1v3 situation. And I don't really know what to do. I'm sitting here thinking. We're sitting here thinking, seeing if one of them jumps down, one of them scams. Your two options, the only two ways you can really go are around this way, either up the ladder or run up, where they're going to be ready for that. Or all the way around here where you are on the super low ground, and that's a really long rotation. And I also don't have a gas mask. And if they hear me coughing or runting, they're also going to look down on me and shoot me easy peasy, no problem. So we wait. So we waited out here. Probably fast forward this part, Sleeper.
I don't know.
Probably speed this up.
Honestly, don't know how to get up from here.
So we sit here and we wait for the circle to move a little bit.
I think I'm fucked.
Then we are going to go, for anybody that didn't know this tunnel was here, for anybody that did not know this tunnel was here, this tunnel's here. This is a new addition. This was not in the OG Rebirth. And I learned that this tunnel was here.
I'm not going to believe this. I learned this from X.
From my girlfriend. My girlfriend is the one that taught me that this tunnel existed. I had no idea.
Fucking
I had no idea it was a thing. So we get down here. We get into the only safe place we can be in the circle where they can't shoot me. We're in the only safe place in the circle where they can't shoot me. If I go over here, they're just going to peek over that ledge. I'm done. I'm toast. So what we're trying now here, we know that there are some chests that spawn down here. We know that there are some chests there. So we're going to go and hope and pray that we can find a gas mask. Get some streamer loot. Get some ridiculous luck.
If not, I'm fucked.
And get a gas mask out of these. Yeah, they're all looted.
Nice, they're all looted.
All looted, so that doesn't matter. So now we're going to go back, and rather than just trying to swim out instantly, we're going to let our health regain. We're going to let that little bit of health that we lost right there in the gas, we're going to let that regain before we try and make one final hurrah of a play. The only option here, there's no way they're not standing right around here looking down. There is no chance you can go out all the way around. And even if I could do that without getting shot, there's no way I make it up. I'm going to die to gas. So we're going to go with the insane crazy play. One thing to keep in mind here, we have $16,000 in the back pocket. This is important. This is why having a ton of money is always important, and you never see me blow all my money if I don't have to. So we are going to go, and we're going to take the long wrap. We're going to take the long wrap. They can't. Yeah. They just threw down a cluster mine. They just threw a cluster mine in this tiny circle. That is an absolute nightmare scenario. There's nowhere I can run where that cluster mine doesn't hit me, because it's just a tiny circle as long as they put it right. So we're going to go, rather than climbing the ladder that's going to make so much noise and they're going to be able to hear me no matter how far away they are, we're going to go and run the long way around. Run the long way around right here. And this is where it gets good. This is where the big brain IQ comes in. Rather than challenging them, rather than being less than one shot and trying to take this chow on a 1v3, right now they don't know where I am. Right now, they don't know where I am. We're going to try and keep it that way. So we're going to let ourselves, we have a self-revive. We're going to let ourselves go down. We're going to let ourselves go down here. And then you can hear where the cluster is. You can hear that the cluster mine is on my right here. They didn't really put it in the circle, which could help out. We're going to let ourselves go down. They still don't know where I am. They still don't know where I'm at. They probably didn't hear me. The gas, when the gas is closing in on you, it's pretty loud. So they might not have heard my footsteps. They might not have heard me coughing. We just got to play on that. We gotta hope. We gotta hope, because again, that's the only way this is gonna happen. So rather than taking that chow while one shot and then going down instantly, and then they know where I am, so they get a free thirst, we're gonna use ourself. Might as well use it. We're not carrying it over to the next game. We're gonna use ourself, and rather than burning it right away, we have all this time. We have while we're taking gas damage and bleeding out, we have until the circle goes all the way down. As long as you get the self, we call feathering it. As long as you feather it, you get it really, really close. It doesn't go back down. You get it stupid close, and then you just don't burn it until the very last second. So that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna, rather than burning it just right away, and then running into our death, we're gonna go and crawl. We're gonna crawl over here. Again, they still don't know where I am. These guys are still lost. We're gonna crawl and try and see if we can see something. We're gonna see if we can get some information on any of them. You can see where the circle is, see where it's moving. We see nothing, and they can't see me. So we waited until the gas, to the circle. Again, these guys are lost. They're probably just gonna sit there and hug the safe zone for as long as they can before they scatter like roaches. So we waited until the second that the gas was not in a line of sight to the buy, so that way somebody couldn't just be standing there and see me hitting the buy like a moron. Run up to the buy station very, very carefully, by the way. Because of this, we had to go very, very carefully. We're gonna buy a gas mask. Huge. This is where that money comes in. Super, super important. Buy a gas mask. This allows me to heal up and allows me to plate up. So this allows me to actually have a chance in a gunfight against these guys. Again, it's still a 1v3. It is still a 1v3. This is still, everything needs to go right. So what we're doing here, you see the eyeballs. They're not looking at a third monitor. I'm not looking at these guys through the wall. They're looking at that mini-map. We're looking at that very, very tiny piece. There's a pretty good chance all three of them are hugging each other in that tiny circle. There's a very good chance that that's where they're at, because they don't know where I am. They don't know what's going on. They're just going to try and stay alive for as long as possible. They don't want to touch the gas or be scared of the gas. So we're going to heal up, and rather than, this is where a split-second decision was made. Again, you see how small that circle is? Could have bought another gas mask. We could have we have 14 racks, could have bought another gas mask, but, and that's not a wrong play. It's not necessarily a wrong play if you would think to do that in this situation. It's not a bad play. But what we're going to do here, while we know all three of them are hugging each other there, because that's what they're going to be doing, what happens when the circle closes, they scatter like roaches. They're going to scatter all around. So we're going to push them while we know they're all three together, rather than trying to take three different 1v1s, not knowing where they are. And this is what ends up happening. All three of them fucking having a campfire right here, absolutely clueless, staring at the ground, so that way they can figure out where the last little bit of safety is. And bada bing, bada boom, bada bang, bada see you later.
That's how you fucking do it, baby. That's how you fucking win the unwinnable.
So the biggest thing to take away from this, the biggest thing that I want people to take away from this right here, is to not be afraid of the gas. And this is something that took me a long time of Warzone, of being, you know, good at Warzone, to finally get down. This is something that took me a long time of being good at Warzone to finally get down, is even if you don't have a gas mask, you can still go in the gas. It doesn't kill you instantly. It kills fast. It kills faster than it did in Warzone 1, but you can go run in it. So a lot of people just, you know, they would just beeline straight for the safety and try and stay in the safety. We can run into the gas, take some damage, go down, use a whole self-revive, all of that while in the gas. So that's a lot of time spent in the gas that just confuse these guys because they don't know where they are.
Oh yeah,
so that's one thing that really good players, really good players do, that good players don't really do as much, and casual players have never even considered, is just spending more time in the gas. You can still shoot. Your gun does 100% damage while you're in the gas. You're just a little weaker. So if you can shoot them and you're in the gas, it's hard for them to know where you are. There's so many different places, hard to see. If you can be in the gas shooting them, you can get a really big jump and get, like what just happened right here, multiple different kills on people before they have a clue what's even going on. And then also being able to hit a buy in the gas is huge. Buying a gas mask in the gas is insane.
That's how you fucking do it, baby. That's how you fucking win the unwinnable.
There you go. Welcome to winning the unwinnable. If you guys do like this idea for a YouTube series, please let me know. Let me know down in the comments. Please like the video. It helps out a ton. Appreciate anybody who watched the video this far. Don't forget to drop a subscription if you're not already. We will see you in the next video.